As a reseller, sometimes we get looked at as though we're part of a cult, or what is that weird thing on your wrist? Or are you a store employee? Where can I find this size? In any case, I did a speech today. It's been an interesting day though. We got some snow finally. It's almost all melted. The playground set's gone, by the way. Getting ready to move, but enough random stuff. Check it out. Let me know what you think. Fellow Toastmasters and honored guests, I often get the question, don't you think what you do is kind of strange? Is it even legal? Well, I'm up here today to tell you that it is completely legal, and it's about providing value to the customer. So as far as the legal standpoint goes, in the first order doctrine, the Supreme Court ruled that by buying a copyright work or some kind of product, that person could then resell it or donate it or do whatever they wanted with that product. So from a legal standpoint, it's completely okay to buy a product from a Walmart, sell it on Amazon, eBay, Walmart, wherever, just by that, again, that first sale doctrine. The other part of this is it's kind of all about providing value to the customer. So like capitalism in general, it saves you the trip of going to, say, Jamaica to get a coconut or something. Now, that would be kind of a cool trip, but maybe a better example would be like bacon from a pig. You don't have to raise that pig and slaughter that pig and smoke that bacon to have that end product. Now, in Iowa, that's probably not a great example either, but maybe like bananas or something. So what I'm trying to say, I guess, is like capitalism has the systems, the logistics, the distribution to provide you all the wonderful things that we all take advantage of. So with reselling, it's along those same lines in that maybe you really want that hype Paw Patrol toy. And instead of going to 4 Walmarts and maybe striking out, you can just go online, you can find that Paw Patrol toy, and you can just buy it right there. Or maybe you're looking for an Adidas tracksuit that's from like the late 90s or early 2000s. Well, instead of going to 6 or 7 different thrift stores and finding it, you can, again, go online and just pull it up right there. It even goes beyond all that, and it's about like knowing that you're going to get something that's completely legit. It's not a it's not a Chinese knockoff or something with the different guarantees that eBay has and Walmart has, and in particular for Amazon, that one is the A to Z guarantee, which basically states that if you don't like the product for any reason, you can return it for a full refund. And I say any reason, I'm being a little vague, but there's like a huge list of reasons. If it's not on time, and if it's missing a part, and just it's crazy how many reasons there are. But it's about providing that value to the customer. And probably my most favorite reason of all, which doesn't apply to every item, because it's not going to be applicable to a new item, that it would be mostly for like music or a movie, clothing maybe, is the reselling potential of a used item. So your kids grow out of that shirt, you're tired of that band, Blink-182 or what have you. Well, you can go ahead and you can now sell that item again, and instead of it ending up in a landfill or ending up getting incinerated, it can get reused again. With reselling, it is completely legal to do that, and it's about providing value to the customer. What questions do you guys have?
Where do you get your products from?
Where do you get the products? Okay, so Stacy asked, where do you get the products from? Pretty much anywhere. We'll get them online at like Bed Bath & Beyond, Walmart, Target, and also in store at Nike Outlet, Barnes & Noble, and then there's some wholesale things that are starting to develop, but it's kind of a work in process. But it's basically anywhere that I can get a product that has that value potential. Good question.
Is there any limit to what you will resell?
Is there any? Okay. Hannah asks, is there any limit to what I will resell? As long as it's a category that I can actually resell. So there are gated categories like Lego, Hasbro, Star Wars, then maybe a couple other large toys that I can't think of right now. And then there's the adult category. Those ones, it's kind of hard to get to sell in those, but otherwise though, I'll pretty much resell anything. So there's dog food, there's paper planes, there's women hygiene products, there's a bunch of stuff. So basically anything that can, with the exception of those gated brands and then again adult products. Any other questions? Good questions so far.
It's funny that you're giving this speech because my wife was showing some interest in this. There was like all of a sudden a ton of articles that came out. So I wish she would have been here to like ask you all these questions. But one question, isn't there some sort of rank or something like that for an item and how it sells online, and what do you look for out of a rank, I guess?
So Damien, thank you for the question. He's asking about how is rank involved in when you're looking for potential products to resell. The rank is actually super critical because it's a measure of how well that product sells over time. So with that number, it's the lower rank, the faster it sells. So it's like golf where lower number's better. It's kind of vague in terms of like, well, how many is it? But you can count what's called these little bumps. It's gonna sound kind of silly, but it looks like a stock graph, I guess. Well, not really a stock graph. It has an X and Y axis, and it's got these little bumps on it, and you can count those and potentially say when the rank is say 50,000 and it goes back down to 10,000, that is one sale or whatever you're basing that off of. So let's say a product is ranked 10,000 in toys compared to a product that's ranked 40,000 in toys. The 10,000 toys might sell 40 times, whereas the 40,000 one might sell 10 times. So the lower rank is the faster selling. Again, I'm not being completely accurate because you got to more or less count the bumps. Nobody really knows what is in the algorithm for Amazon in terms of the sales rank, but it is always one of the things we base what we buy on. So I try to stay under about 50,000 sales rank for anything I buy, but for shoes I like to stay under 25,000 because it basically will sell about 7 to 9 a month. Whereas if it's in 50,000s for shoes, it might sell like 2 a month, 3 a month. So you want those faster turning products for that velocity reason. But yeah, it's super critical to understand that. So she's going along the right lines to learn that.
Mm-hmm. Do you mind if she reaches out to you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Absolutely.
There's no trade secrets or anything? You're not like the master of the Amazon marketplace?
There's hundreds of thousands of third-party sellers. Thank you for your wonderful questions, and I hope that you can kind of see how reselling is legitimate and it's about providing value to the customer.